let me ask you a question. Because all of us who are local, we have been interacting with local government. And I'll open the floor to you guys on this. Do you think that it's even effectual to even waste time and resources doing that anymore?
I think we should continue moving as if we were going to plan to do the things that we had already planned to do. So if you're an artist, you keep making art. If you are somebody who wants to continue to, just don't stop doing what you're doing, right? This is not panic. This is preparation. This is putting networks in place. This is creating infrastructure. This is giving us the ability to have a chance if shit falls apart. We're not saying it is. So the things that you are already doing, if you're petitioning your government, if you're going to protest, if you're standing up for your rights, if you're doing all of those things, keep doing it. Do I think that us utilizing government to solve our problems is something we should continue to lean into? No. Do I think we should hold them accountable? Yes. I think there's two different things. Government is not going to help us. They're not going to solve our problems, but they will make it a lot worse for us if we don't hold them accountable. That's all I think about just the whole continuing to go to the council meetings, commissioner stuff, town halls, all of those things, dialogue with the police chief, all of that stuff I think is necessary. And I think that if stuff doesn't hit the fan, which is what I believe we all want to happen, at least for us to have a chance to continue to build something better, then yeah, try to keep fighting. Stay in a good fight. Don't give up. And, just believe that what you are standing up for, hold on to it, right? Like we talked about spirituality a second ago. Like I'm all for it. Whatever you believe in, whatever your higher power, whatever it is, hold on to that right now. Speak to them, your ancestors, whatever, and continue to, because those are the things that keep your flame going through the night. And that's in all seriousness. Like,
Amen.
We're not trying to make this doom and gloom. Like, I just want people prepared. I care about my people. I care about my community. That's why I've been going out here every fucking day to try to make it better, regardless of what it looks like when I go to bed. I know that we put that effort in. So we have to keep doing it. That's why we are here. We didn't have to sit here for almost an hour talking about this situation, but we did because we care, because we know that we do want something better. We know that we deserve something better, and we can get it. But we have to be strategic. We have to be disciplined, and we have to have a vision that is unified regardless of our ideology. I don't like a lot of people that are on the right because I am antithetical to everything that they believe in. A black man who is educated, who stands on what he believes in and says what the fuck is true. They don't want that because their truth does not align with my reality. So their narratives are not something that they want me to be able to decipher, but I don't care. I might not be somebody big, but I know that I have a voice that is loud enough to be heard. So regardless of if they're coming to my door or not, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep saying shit. But I am in the shadows, and I am going to make sure that we are too, and that we know what's going on. But I guess that was a roundabout way to say, yeah, continue doing what you're doing. Keep showing up. If you have relationships with local government, lean into them, right? Like we try to do. Make them understand. The Constitution is a flawed document, right? I'm not going to sit up here and be like, it did not think about my people. Like, we were 3/5 when they were trying to put this shit in, right? Like, it wasn't until the 13th, 14th, and 15th that we were like, all right, cool, black people, you're decent. And we still don't get treated like it. I'm not saying I'm trying to preserve the Constitution. I'm saying there should at least be some consistency by the people who claim to hold it up as a sacred document. So lean into it, because it is still technically in effect. So make them hold that shit accountable. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I think, and I'm gonna be honest, like, and when I say Daniel, things in writing and like all that sounds great, it's not about your beliefs, or it's not about, your color of your skin. In this country, that is foundationally what it is. We can say all the idealistic and poetic stuff, and so when I say no, we have to have something in writing, I'm speaking to constitutional amendments. I don't think we should be waiting until this insurrection act, occurs. I think we should use all tools in the toolkit. Sabrina, you're the priestess. If you got some potions out there you get with your other potion makers, and y'all make some shit happen on the medicinal side. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all make that happen there. You don't want to get down with the you know, do your anarchist stuff. You know, if you don't want to get down with the legislation or the agreements or things of that nature, then find your ism for us to be, everybody to be on this earth and in this state and live a certain way. It is, we're in what, freaking April, and there is an election coming up next year. Like, we're behind the 8 ball and really should be, we should be mirroring the freaking Tea Party. You mirror whatever the hell works and you tweak it to make it work for you. And so when Obama got in office, they didn't like that. So they came up with a Tea Party, and they replaced every single congressperson in DC. And that's what we should be mirroring. It shouldn't be, I think everybody's tired of, you see the left ain't shit, the right ain't shit. But there's some commonality that we can all benefit off of, and find those common things and have those people run. And I think it's like 14 states that you can do a recall on of an appointed or elected official. Use those things in the toolkit. Georgia's one of them. It's a petition. Get some people to sign it, you know, and these are strategies that are part of the democratic process of this republic. And it's something that can be discussed out loud. And so that's something that should be done if and when those things happen. Because even if there's some disruption, Sabrina, like you're speaking to, you're still gonna have to create some treaties. You got to have somebody that can write some laws. You got to have somebody that can write, you know, you're going to have to restructure. So it's no different, you see. And so I think we should be doing a lot of both ands and not either ors. And that's where we're messing up, or that's where we've just not. I think that's where we're kind of missing it. And strategize for those things. I do disagree, Mike, as far as, because when I'm reading, as far as the Insurrection Act and how it has trickled down from when it was first done to what was done and what he attempted to do in 20, he doesn't have to wait for Congress. He does not have to wait for a state to ask permission. And knowing Trump, the way that Trump is, Trump will absolutely, he'll go for the gusto. He'll go balls, he balls to the wall with how he does things. So no, he's not going to, if he takes that step, he's going forward, because he knows he don't have long before there's some type of uprising from people. It's no different than when he got sworn in 2016. He got sworn in on what, a freaking Tuesday night. You hadn't had a presidential ball since Obama. He went in that night, wrote those executive orders. That Friday, he waited until people went home, and he locked down the doggone borders, and people could not get back in the United States or leave, because he knew that the SCOTUS were going to go home for the weekend and they would not be able to do anything until Monday. So he's not one of those. He's shown us how he moves. And so, you know, for me, if they knock at the door, I'm just going to be an ancestor. I don't have enough arms. I'm just gonna be an ancestor, and I'm gonna really fuck some shit up then. So it's best to let me live in this physical life.
Now,
you know.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so it's
real
like
quick.
having the conversations we all need to, you know, Mike, because I'm with you on the strategy, and all we can do is ring the alarm on it, make sure that people are aware. So I guess, you know, just like even on a call to action, I know you're saying you doing something every day. Like, we agree to like just chop it up and have a conversation with like 10 or 15 people that we know from the moment we in this live recording. And we all know somebody, because it's not a foreign concept. So all of us know somebody that's like overly prepared, and just identifying those people that you can get to. Is it some that's in walking distance? Do you have some paths where, like, you know, how fast your people moving? Because in some areas, we're kind of, well, now y'all in there are military base, so they probably look more strategic, you know. Down here where I am,
Yeah.
hell, we ain't got enough officers for everybody to be at my door, so I might be able to make some moves. But yeah, so, you know, it shouldn't be taken lightly, but we should also really be looking at some strategic ways and legislative ways, even if it is local or replacing, you know, at a high end. Like, I really think we need to be following what the Tea Party did.